Arthur, thank you so much for joining us on Virtual Patent Gateway Creative Voices interview. And so nice to meet you again. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and New Zealand nature highlights?
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Ashley, for having me. Really nice to see you again. So a bit about myself. I'm currently living in New Zealand, and originally I was from Singapore. In fact, I've been in New Zealand for almost about 30 years. And during this time, I lived across in the major cities, but also in the regions as well, and which is absolutely fantastic. And New Zealand is such a significant change from my previous life in Singapore. And over here, I get to enjoy the great outdoors, which is one of the favorite things that I like to do. And at the same time, I get to wake up to views like this in the background. I was trained as a banker initially, and then I went into academia. And I thoroughly love what I do. I suppose in everything that I do, I have a passion for it. And one of my hidden passions was animals. I've always loved animals since I was young. And mom would always struggle because I'll come back with a stray cat or a stray dog in Singapore. And so when I moved to New Zealand, in fact, I brought my dog with me from Singapore, and I thoroughly love my dog, and I've named it Hyper. Sadly, Hyper died many years ago. And so when I relocated onto a farm in Palmerston North, and that was because of my previous work at a local university, I decided that why not try to have farm animals? So that was exactly what I've done. I started with about 10 sheep, and then the flock started increasing over the years. And over the years, I've learned a lot about farming, and I've always and at the same time, I've always learned about the impact of farming on the environment as well. So it's been a journey of learning, a journey of passion, but more importantly, I get to wake up to views like this each day, which I, say to the envious of my friends and family members back in Singapore. And more importantly, being a lifestyle farmer, I get to deal with animals, and that means there's no office politics.
Yes, I can agree to that.
About 50% of the farm experience is all about entertaining, which is looking at the animals, learning about the environment that they live in. But the other half of the experience is educational as well. And we know for a fact that climate change is very real, and most people are concerned about what this means for them, given the fact that we've had a number of natural disasters. Obviously we've had drought, we've had bushfires, pretty much year in, year out for the last 10, 15 years, or as long as I can recall. So customers are always interested in understanding the impact of farming, but at the same time, what this means for our environment. So this makes it quite unique in the sense that I don't think there is any other farming experience anywhere in the world that focuses on environmental factors.
Didn't you get nominated for some kind of award? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
In terms of the awards, we're really fortunate to be a finalist in the 2021 New Zealand Tourism Awards, as well as the 2021 New Zealand International Business Awards and the Sustainable Business Awards as well. And the finals would be coming up, I think that's in a few weeks to a few months' time. So we're keeping our fingers very crossed. But just to be nominated as a finalist is a significant bonus, and we're really honored, at the same time humbled as well, to be given this recognition.
During the pandemic, a lot of people are really surprising me at how creative they can be. And because we're kind of forced into a situation, and sometimes that just kind of forces us to up our game, and for lack of better word. So for you, with your academic background and your passion for farm animals, what role do you think creativity has or play in your particular experience?
That's a really good question, Ashley. The world we live in isn't black and white, and we'll come across many different encounters as well in our course of day-to-day living. So by creativity, I look at it as in more innovation. So we bring in bits of our own life experience from different stages of our lives, And through the shared experiences that we have, we try to identify a solution that can resolve a problem. Perhaps an example here that I could share with you is the fact that I've been in banking, I am a lifestyle farmer, and I've been in academia, and I've also had the privilege of traveling around the world. This means that I've managed to see a range of different things, and to some extent, it's helped to build my mindset and create my worldviews and shape it in a way whereby it helps me to identify an outlet that would possibly address the current problem which I'm facing. If there was one advice that I can offer, is cherish what we've got, because in due course, many years down the track, when we look back at what's happening right now, we think that, gee, that's a tiny little setback, and it's a really cool part of our lives where we get to work from home, and like yourself, where you get to meet people digitally. So yeah, so that's I take one day as it comes, and that's one of my philosophies, not to take life too seriously.
I absolutely agree with that.